This is my first time doing a live stream while casting my screen. So the people who come in, thanks. YouTube is displaying Nostradamus predictions catastrophic in 2025 from war pandemic. We might have to look at that. Here's all that we know about Nostradamus predictions. Oh my god. What is this little red part? Okay, cool. Can y'all see that? Where I can see. Anyway, so Nostradamus predicts. Y'all remember Nostradamus? Y'all remember Negrodamus? Nostradamus predicts catastrophic end to 2025 from the war pandemic. Here's all that we know. So we're saying goodbye to 2025. So from what I remember about Nostradamus, and we're on news break for you guys if y'all are wondering what app I'm using. Nostradamus, he had an hypocrisy store. Actually, I need to do some of my hypocrisy. Oh man, so, oh my god, dang it, I might have to go back down and warm this back up. I put it in the boiler, and that's actually what. Damn it, no, no, you guys, that's what loosened the RSO up, out this syringe, and now it's hard again. I guess I need to go warm this up. So someone told me to put it in the microwave. That does not help. It's actually better to put it in the boiler. Um, and boil it. But you gotta be careful that your cap don't turn off, like come off. I'm finna go put it back in the, like keep it in hot water and boil it, and it will come off very easily. So I'm gonna have to go do that. I'm pissed off. I got some Coke. I mean, not Coke. What the fuck is this? Is someone come through and they do Coke? I got some coffee. I don't do Coke. Anyways, can you go on a little break? I have to come back. I need to go warm up my RSO because one thing I didn't know about this shit is that it can get old. And this makes me mad because when I make my RSO, I put it in capsules like vitamins. So I hate it that everybody wants to be cute and put it in syringes. I guess y'all miss heroin or some shit. But they want to put it in a syringe. And so when it gets like old, or when it gets hard, or when it's like winter, it gets hard. The fuck? And I can't push it out. So, ooh, y'all piss me off because people paying for this shit. How do you put this on a break? Oh, you can pause the stream. And now okay, I'm gonna pause it real quick. Play. Your stream has been resumed. Sweet. Sweet. I had to warm up the RSO, and like I was saying, the microwave. One guy told me put it in the microwave to warm it up so it can be soft and juicy to come out. The food syringe. These are food syringes. These are not the same as medical syringes. And I gotta hurry up and do this. I'm gonna do the whole tube. It's only 1,000 milligrams for the whole tube. I'm doing Meg Zen. They're found in Michigan. But yeah, this little syringe shit is frustrating me so much. I think y'all are doing this food syringe shit to be cute with the RSO. But it's frustrating me so much. I'm finna go take one of my RSOs because I put in a vitamin. Oh my god, I have to check to see that it's coming out. Y'all know this substance is way too sticky. Oh my god. Y'all might have to come with me into the kitchen. Cause it seems like as soon as it comes off the eye, that's when it's ready. But and I ran upstairs and now I cannot pull anything out this damn syringe. Meg Zen, can y'all stop doing syringes? What the fuck? All y'all dumbasses out here doing fucking syringes because y'all want to do heroin. This is RSO. Different substance. Now, this is crazy. I was just downstairs, like, let me make sure that this will come out. I pushed some of it out. Came out all nice, loosey-goosey. I run upstairs, and it's already hard. Y'all need to put this in a capsule. God damn it, I gotta pause the live again. I think I'm gonna take y'all down to the kitchen with me, and let's just go ahead and shoot this RSO up. And then what makes me mad is when you're boiling it, the caps fall off. So my RSO is seeping out in this boiling water. Like, y'all, oh my god, I'm never gonna buy RSO from y'all again. I made up what I was trying to do was sell my RSO and also market another vendor and sell mine for cheaper and sell theirs for more. But honestly, mine needs to go for more because it's better. Theirs needs to go cheaper. And what I don't even want to buy this because I'm going to give, when I start going back, like when I start getting in business regular, I don't want to give customers a product that's not going to be easy to work with. If it's not easy for me, bitch, it's not going to be easy for you. Oh, I'm getting mad. All right, let me try and boil this one more time. And I'm going to resume the stream again, and let's wake and bake, and let's read some news, alright? It's not like anyone's in here right now anyways. Okay, live stream resumed. This is ridiculous, you guys. So this is the boiler. I know it looks old fashioned, but this is the boiler with the water in it that I boiled. You really only have to boil it for like a minute or no longer. This is too much. This is way too much for someone to be doing their RSO with. So some people are probably like, what is RSO? Rick Simpson Oil. Rick Simpson Oil is named after the man who made it. And he had terminal cancer, like more than one. He couldn't get any help. He lived in Canada. He couldn't get any help from his government, so he started experimenting with marijuana, and he has made RSO. And it's this very, very dark amber, dark green substance, and it is a pain relief. People like to use it for. People also like to use it for relaxing, but I got this hot boiler over here. You know, say I get hot as fuck and forget say I get high as fuck and forget I have that and hurt myself. But anyways, finally it's coming out like it should. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it all since it's coming out very slowly too. Came straight out the boiler. I think I have to keep, I don't know. Y'all might have to go in the kitchen with me. In the laboratory. Dude, this just came out the boiler. It just came out the boiler, so why is it... Downstairs it came out easily. This just came off the boiler. Y'all, don't put your RSO in these syringes trying to be cute for these dumbasses. And then people who don't do this shit, you should put your stuff in a syringe. I'm not finna listen to nobody out here that don't do what I do. You don't sell, you don't cultivate, I'm not finna listen to your ass. All you do is consume. Oh my god! I feel like crying. I really feel like crying, Meg Zen. I'm like, I know y'all probably like, you're not the only one who got problems with this shit. What the fuck? I just took it out the boiler. Why is it downstairs when it's on the fire? It came off the boiler very easily. I ate a little bit, it's fine. But now I'm taking it off the boiler and it does not want to come out. Anybody out there know how to use your RSO? Let me know. I don't like, y'all gonna have to come down to the kitchen with me. I really feel like crying. Oh, I'm not doing your shit no more. I do not like these syringes. These food syringes y'all are putting this shit in. You know, we're not doing heroin. It's fucking marijuana. Stop trying to like make it the same as heroin. Ooh, this is making me really mad. This is making me really, really mad. Thanks for the likes, by the way, you guys. Thanks for the subs. So, honestly, I'm gonna put this on pause. And y'all gonna come to the kitchen with me as I go ahead and take it off the fire. Oh, y'all making me fucking mad! Oh! I'm so glad I just paid $10 for your product to try it. This is how your RSO needs to be, you stupid bitches. I'm serious. You see how easy this is? And then y'all gotta keep in mind, some of the people y'all are selling to have medical conditions. You see how easy this is? You see how easy this is? It's a capsule, it's a vitamin. Don't call it no damn pill. Call your other shit a pill. You see how easy the RSO I have made and a capsule is? I ain't got to do another syringe bullshit. People are like, you should put it in a syringe. I'll help you put it in the capsule. Bitch, shut up. I'm not going to tell nobody none of my secrets no more. When you buy my shit, it's like this. There's a 1,000 milligrams. Actually, there's more than that. I need to bring it down. But I got like 34,000 milligrams. Mine's are X label. But this is what the fuck. Like, honestly, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm way too smart. You gonna put your shit in a syringe and you gonna make people upset? I can't get it out the motherfucking syringe unless I'm standing on the fire. This is how the fuck you need to make these RSO capsules. Y'all need to make it easy for these people out here. I can't even drink my damn coffee. Y'all fucking my morning up. I don't know how they made their RSO, but it tastes like ass and butane. Thanks for the likes. I don't know how I got it. But yeah, y'all, I'm really getting upset. Oh, I feel like crying. Let me smoke some. I feel like crying. Everything fucked up. Like marijuana in Georgia right now, as they trying to open shit up, broke down. I got RSO on my fucking teeth. Let's go over this article real quick since I gotta go downstairs and warm my shit up anyways. I'm gonna take y'all with me into the laboratory, into the kitchen science. So, oh, you know what? See, if I don't experiment with other people's product, I wouldn't know what's on the market. I wouldn't know how people doing it. I wouldn't know if my shit was better the way I'm already doing it. I don't need to change nothing. One thing I think I do need to do is probably like, at first I was making everything 1,000 milligrams of THC and up, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's too much. Oh, that's too strong." Now I'm seeing recreational vendors do it, so no, it's just fine. And I had a good idea, so I'm gonna keep doing that. But I'm kind of worried. So my capsules are about 30,000 THC. Like this shit I be telling people you cannot drive for 2 days after you have taken. I actually need to go down and ask one of my friends. I do experiment with some of my friends, like very very heavy potheads. Like tell me how you felt, and usually all of them I've just said, "Huh, I don't remember." So it's just like, oh damn it! I think I might be making it way 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 too strong, or it might be perfect. That might be perfect for them and their pain and the things that they're going through. But yeah, these are the last of the black labels. I still have some more RSO to collect, and I still have some more capsules. I just wish that I really had more material after I'm done to make more. Um, Man, I gave like one girl I was working with, a whole jar full of them, and I kind of wish I didn't do that. But oh well. She got a very lovely gift. A very, very, very lovely gift. But I'm really smart to have thought right off the bat. I like just thinking about it. I was like, dude, a syringe is going to be problematic. This is the first time I've done a syringe. And I've been making RSO for about 2 years. Not like every day, but this syringe stuff, bitch, that shit is stupid. You are making me really mad. You're fucking my morning up. You fucking my wake and bakes up. And I think your shit tastes like butane. Oh, by the way, I extract my RSO with, it's sugarcane extract, which means I use rum. I don't use Epicla. I use rum. So let's talk about the article right here. Nostradamus predictions. So does anybody remember who Nostradamus was? I remember he was in Europe. I don't remember exact what country in Europe that he was found, or that he was at, but he had an hypocrisy clinic, like basically what I'm doing here, like herbs that help heal people and that help get rid of people's pain. So that was his hypocrisy clinic, and he was also into predictions and things like that. I don't know how. I believe he was pulling his predictions from his visions, and besides pulling, getting his visions and all that stuff. And then like I don't know the details of that, but like I remember about 5 years ago they started pulling all of Nostradamus's things off the internet, because like he said that one thing that he predicted 9/11, the way that it happened. What else did he predict? He predicted the end of the world, and he predicted, I guess, was it the Antichrist or was it Trump? He said there would be like another Hitler, and he said that he would be able to take control over everybody because everybody would choose a substance and it's blue. And I think he was talking about cell phones, and that would be how people get tracked. But yeah, those are some of the Nostradamus said a lot of things. But anyways, let's see what this news article is saying. Express US, Amelia, Randall, and Amitra Carroll. They said they did this like a day ago. Say goodbye to 2025. A sense of unease is setting on the most famous prediction about humanity downfall could potentially become reality. There's a beginning to everything and there's an end to everything, and like how the Dutch used in the past, they used to draw fruit all the time because at one we have seeds, and then fruit grows and it's fruitful, and then it dies, and then you can plant another seed. And so that's called the cycle of life, and we go through a cycle too. So right now, yes, we are going to go through things that are hard, but there's going to be a new beginning, and we're going to go into a fruitful time again, you guys. It's a cycle. Oh, he was French astrologer. And he was a seer. A seer is, this could have been better for my other channel, but a seer is someone who's supposed to see into the void, see past the beyond, according to Britannia. So conflict in England, a meteor strike on Earth, an emergence of water-based leader. Huh? The History Channel is labeled him as the most famous seer. Well, because he was white. No offense, but he was white, so the white people are like, oh, I love him. If he was black, they would have called it witchcraft. Just saying. If he had dark hair and a black cat, they would have called it witchcraft. If he spoke like Hitler, they would have called him the next new thing. Who predicted catastrophic events happening in 2025? He didn't know it was going to happen to year 2025. Hey, what about the Mayans? See, he told you when the Mayans and the Incas predicted the same shit because the calendar ended. And so did the Opie. But all these, I'm naming tribes over here in America, Canada, North, Middle, South. So to them, because they have tan in their skin and their color, they're savages. They're savages. No, those are the savages. Even though we got our information from them, we can't listen to them because those are the savages. But that's not where Nostradamus got his information from. I'm just throwing jokes in there. Nostradamus got his stuff from himself. Nostradamus was interesting. I think his hypocrisy clinic is what interested and impressed me the most. Intriguingly, he also predicts the end of a long war. Huh? Which may interpret as an ongoing conflict with Russia and Ukraine, Nostradamus wrote. But y'all had a 100-year war in Europe in the past. They even wrote poems about it. That's where Joan of Arc she was up in that shit. Though long war, all army exhausted. Where did you get Nostradamus's diary, bitch? Cause y'all acted like y'all was throwing it away and it was not available no more in my country. Well, you can find anything, almost everything in my country. So that they don't find money for the soldiers, huh? Instead of gold or silver, they will come to coin leather, Gallic brass, right now we're not printing up pennies. A sign of the moon, a crescent sign of the moon. Huh? I don't see none of that. However, don't get too optimistic just yet. It seems that the end of the war might coincide with the start of another closer to home, along with another pandemic. What is this? Nostradamus predictions? As I thought it would. Is that the picture that Nostradamus painted? It looks like Chernobyl. It reminds me of Call of Duty. With the hazmat motherfuckers? Nostradamus anonymously penned, when those from the land of Europe see England set up a throne behind her flanks, there will be cruel wars. The way that they, these riddles I have to decipher. And that was them talking straightforward back then. The kingdom will be marked by wars so cruel, foes within and without will arise. A great pestilence from the past returns, no enemy more deadly under the skies. End quote of Nostradamus. Whoa, an enemy from the past? While looming war is enough to put the damper of New York's plans, there's another reason to hold off in celebration. What? Some of these people who be writing these articles, why would you put that word in there? According to Nostradamus, an asteroid is set to strike Earth and obliterate life as we know it. Who threw the asteroid at us? You throw it at us. I'm gonna get your alien ass on these asteroids. I'm gonna have to smoke something because my RSO is solid as a rock. I can't get out this dumbass syringe. You see? I think I'm gonna cry. I swear to God, you fucking me up. What the fuck? I'm never gonna buy this shit again. You gonna see me next month, like with whole like bushel of them. Like, look, guys, I got this shit. I'm playing. I'm not buying this again, y'all. Really, I gotta make another cup of coffee because I was trying to fuck with this first syringe. RSO. Thank y'all for being with me. It has been pissing me off. I'm gonna have to take one of mine. I said, look, if I can't, if it pisses me off too much, I'm not gonna be able to drive today because I'm gonna take one of mine. RSO capsules. Y'all be wondering what I'm talking about. The website's down below. I gotta restock though. What did he say? So from the cosmos, a fireball will rise. A hairbringer of fate. The world pleads. Science and fate and cosmic dance. The fate of the earth, a second chance. Oh, see, we gonna get a second chance. Told you. I understood him. Nostradamus. We gonna blow it up somehow. He just didn't know how because it was like some, future technology. They gonna blow this shit up. I'm waiting on the meteor. How fast is it gonna come? Anyways, in terms of politics, this might not even come in my lifetime. The renewed mystic forecasted that what? Oh, what? The renowned? Why do you use some of these words? Articlist? Great powers will clash. Promoting some of the raised concerns over potential nuclear catastrophe. I know, catastrophe, whatever. I can't say words lately. He additionally foretold that the weakening of the dominance of the established Western countries and the emergency of a new global superpower. Oh, emergency and weakening? Oh, shit. They was just lying that they own the land. They know they don't really own it. Nonetheless, expert Joanne Jones. Oh, we see they going to psychics. Psychic recommends skepticism when analyzing Nostradamus. Excuse me, dire forecast. Bitch, what you talking? You don't like Nostradamus? And that was another white person. Look, oh my god. Like, you need to be skeptical when you listen to Nostradamus. Look, when I listened to Nostradamus, I was a non-believer, and then I listened to him, and I fucking believe. I don't give a fuck. That's you. This me. She said over the past week, we've been seeing a surge in public anxiety following the... Put that shit up there. The viral interpretations of Nostradamus. I haven't heard nobody talk about Nostradamus predicting of a catastrophic end. But it don't all of it sound like what the fuck he said? What? See, look, I guess that psychic bitch mad because she didn't say the predictions first. For real. Find another tool, ho. Nostradamus predictions, another pandemic. Oh, we're going to have another pandemic at the end of 2025. Damn, who got his... Someone took his diary offline. I can't even follow along his diary no more. Somebody out there email me his diary so I can follow along too. Make sure these people getting these predictions right. Because y'all know y'all can't motherfucker. Y'all read a prediction. It said love thy neighbor. Get out the niggers. That's what I read. I swear to God, that's how y'all read, man. Ooh, I gotta be careful. See, I told you, you could be in some RSO. And then you got your little boiler up here that was hot as hell. And you could hurt your stick. And I got extra carpet up here. It's important to remember that Nostradamus wrote in riddles. He didn't write in riddles. He wrote in metaphoric language, end quote. Bitch, they should have talked to this lady. In his day, those weren't riddles. That was straightforward communication speaking. Everybody was like, yeah, Shakespeare had a good idea. Let's talk in layman's terms. He was talking straightforward. He wasn't doing biblical language. Joanne, in his time, you got to think about that. This Joanne girl maintains our response to Nostradamus' vision, tells us more. Bitch, you don't be insulting Nostradamus. Like, we listen to his visions, and if he said on 9/11 they're gonna do 9/11. Like, damn, he kind of accurate. And he was ancient too. And he was French. That's why they hating on him. French, good at his job. And he used to work with natural herbs. They hated that man. And he was white. They just hated that man. So she elaborated. Historically, many of his prophecies have been rectified to match contemporary fears. Excuse me? It matches your fear. Well, how the fuck, if some people ain't scared, fear nothing, and we looking out here and it's matching what the fuck he said. Meaning the panic we're seeing says more about collective anxiety than a literal prediction. End quote. Bitch, fuck you. She's like, it's just mass hysteria, and that's why his predictions came true. Okay, so how about we do this? I'm gonna make $100,000 right now. By the time I end the live, everybody get mass hysteric, and then it's gonna come true. Bitch, don't believe Joanne with her psychic predictions. I'm gonna keep. Where's Nostradamus diary? Where's it at? I don't think I want to see the comments. Loved by the people. See, they always got it. They just can't get off Trump. Hated by the deep state swamp creature. What? I'm so confused. The deep state swamp. What the fuck? Y'all gonna put Jesus in it? They always gotta call on Jesus. Always. Dude, this had to do with Nostradamus, and y'all not even on topic. Everybody did not follow the assignment. That's why I said I don't think I want to look at the comments. Because I know everybody gonna be ignorant as fuck. Nostradamus was a rich and powerful man, question mark. No, he wasn't, actually. He came from humble beginnings. He wasn't rich and powerful. He, like I said, he opened up his hypocrisy shop. But he wasn't rich and powerful. I mean, usually it's the people who go through some type of atrocities. They're usually like really, really good at their skills and what they do. Did that person say something about the Bible? Bitch, can you stop? Instead, read your Bibles. Yeah, read Revelation, bitch, where it said we finna shun all this stupid shit and move on. Here we go, praise the Lord and shit. Matthew, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Man, what the fuck? Nostradamus did not say nothing against no church or nothing like that. He was just saying what the fuck he saw about his brains, out his nightmares and things, and his dreams and shit. Y'all, oh my god. They just go so crazy. Y'all just go all extra off the board. So federal court bars Texas from using new Republican-friendly U.S. House maps in midterm. That's what we're going to talk about next. That racist gerrymandering. Federal court bars Texas from using new Republican federal U.S. House in the midterm. Their maps, excuse me. This was about 17 hours ago. Ethan Cohen, Devin Cole, Frederica Skuston. A representative looks at the congressional redistricting map during the debate of the congressional redistricting plan of the House Chambers of Texas in the state capital, in Austin. August 20th, 2025. Okay, and it's on Getty Images if y'all wanted to get that image. People know what I'm talking about. So I am fin to pause. I have got to, this whole, live is about experimenting with this RSO from a rival vendor. They're not rival, but another vendor that makes RSO, Syringe. Y'all gonna be doing capsules because this Syringe shit. Am I the only one who's beginning to complain about this? You are loved. You are supported. I'm loved. So y'all gave me the Syringe and gave me a hard time to get this shit on up out of here. So anyways, I'm gonna meet y'all back in front of the fire at the laboratory. Laboratory is what I mean by the fucking kitchen. All right, kitchen science. That was cute. Nostradamus Says. That was cute. We have to ignore all the haters and the people who don't want to educate themselves and the people who think that everything is witchcraft just because they were indoctrinated in Christianity from the time they were born. And now they're afraid of their own ancestors, spirits, the own spirit that reside in their body. They afraid every damn thing. They be afraid of the sun. Bitch is shining. What the fuck? Some people can't stare at it. Some people can. I always wondered in school. My teacher was like, you cannot stare in the sun. And me and the kids was like, let's see how long we stare in the sun, y'all. They don't know nothing about the South. They don't know nothing about the South. What is that? Did I get a new email? Y'all come through my phone with me. Okay, yes. And then after this, I want to talk about ICE agent arrested for pulling a gun on a California teen. ICE agents are getting arrested. Woo, woo, woo. Quit doing illegal shit. Just because you got a badge or you talk about you an agent, that don't mean you could be out here breaking laws. You supposed to follow the law as you enforce the law. What the fuck is going on? But anyways, Let's take a little break, and then we're going to talk about this racist gerrymandering that happened in Texas. And Abbott should be like, he shouldn't be that happy right now, right? Because you got to pay, you just did this racist gerrymandering in Texas. Those maps ain't going to pass. You wasted your motherfucking time. And so it's gone into a court. So we're going to read about the details of that, where it probably has already gotten dismissed or has the potential of getting dismissed. So Abbott got to pay attention to that. And then you are probably going to be at fault for letting that happen. So you might be up with some consequences. Okay, so there's that. But then, you know, what's really on the forefront of my mind is that Hot Wheels, Greg Abbott, you know, he like marijuana. He's one of those Republicans. We're going to talk about this. He's one of those Republicans that love his weed. And Trump, FTT, Trump, he just, now everybody keep in mind that, yeah, he signed a bill and the Senate voted on it, but still the Congress has not passed this shit. It's not a law yet. And even if it will be a law, it will be next year. But he did a THC ban. So that's not going to help people like his friend, Greg Abbott. Ain't that crazy? But Greg Abbott, when Trump called you, you helped him. You gerrymandered and fucked up your state for Trump. And what did Trump do when you're back, when you wheeled your back around and you was wheeling off? When you turned, what did he do? He said, THC ban, boo, on your wheelie ass, Lieutenant Dan. What the fuck? I would wheel right the fuck back around and I would have to reel up to your ass and be like, what the fuck? I helped you, but you can't help me? You could have just not looked at the THC laws and shit. Leave that shit alone. What you doing? I would not be your friend. Talk about be your bestest friend. Trump said I'll be your bestest friend. If you fuck up your state and raciously gerrymander those maps, I'm gonna be your bestest friend. And Trump and then Abbott said, ooh, okay, I'll be your friend. I got a friend. That ain't your friend if he over here doing THC bans. That's not your friend, Abbott. You could have just said, boy, I'm in a wheelchair. I would be pushing that wheelchair. I'll have somebody behind me pushing me just so I can relax my arms for a second. I would say, I'm in a wheelchair. You better let me have my THC. You don't know nothing about that. Abbott, come on. You got to fight for your THC. I think Dan Pat went behind his back. He's like, I'm actually better friends with Trump. And I think Dan Pat did that on that Abbott. Abbott! Oh my God, he already got things to concern himself about. But anyway, that's just my thoughts. We might as well get into this article. The federal court Tuesday blocked Texas from using, they already blocked them, newly drawn congressional maps on Tuesday, bitch. And next year's midterm. So you can't even use that. You did all that work for nothing. See, that's why Gavin took his time and made sure everything was legal and right. Oops, I didn't mean to bring him in here. Ruling the map is likely an unconstitutional racial gerrymandering. And that they was like, why didn't you stop us as we was doing it? Because we got to make sure that you went ahead and did it and that you're guilty as fuck. Now we finna bust your ass. That's sometimes how they do that. The ruling is a major setback for Donald Trump and Republicans. Oh my God. It's just the racist Republicans. It's not the Republicans, the Romney and Republicans. They weren't even for any majority of that racial shit. It was making them look bad. Who had made Texas the centerpiece of national campaign to redraw maps. Yeah, it was such a big political onlook, like stunt, ahead of the midterms. So Texas announced that it would appeal to the Supreme Court because they know that right now Supreme Court has majority people, though everyone is not for Trump. Majority rules, and majority of the people there, like Clarence Thomas, are for Trump. So Texas is like, don't worry, we're gonna get what we want. The racist ones, the racist MAGAs, we're gonna get what we want. We're just gonna go to Supreme Court, and they're gonna check it off for us. There's ways of getting around Supreme Court. Like when you rule things in state court, things don't always have to go to a Supreme Court. But Texas, they're going to take it to Supreme Court and appeal there. There's still ways to get around this. People think there's always one way. No, there's multiple ways. The court ordered Texas to use its previous map, which state after 2020 census. Yeah, after the census. So the census is when they count not everybody, but they get majority About 75% of the people there. The rule, but like, dude, let's backtrack a second with not only the way how they changed the lines of their maps, but the way that they're trying to change the law by making it that you need 2 million Hispanic votes and 4 black votes to equal 1 white vote. Come on, man. Y'all were born in the wrong time period. You can do that in the past, you can't do that now. Oh, let me put a charger real quick on my phone. You can't do that now. You got too many people. You're going to piss the people off. Y'all really have to pay attention to majority rules, the people. All right, they're going to start. They talking about tar and feathering on Newsbreak. Talking about they're going to do it to the Democrats. No, you not. Democrats live in states where they have stand your ground laws. And just like the Republicans. And they can protect themselves with any means see fit. And then y'all be wanting to attack smart people. Wondering why you the one, like Trump, wondering why you the one getting the cases and the charges, and they getting they shit dismissed. Okay. I was wondering why my shit wasn't charging. So the ruling stands that Republicans could end up on losing at the end of the Medicaid redistricting fight they started. What a victim. Yeah, they could end up losing the fight that they started. What a victim. Don't go crying. Don't cry. Don't cry in your Bud Lights. It's tomfoolery. It was just tomfoolery. So the Texas maps amid to help the Republicans flip 5 Democrat-held seats next year and to kick off a rush of redistricting efforts from both parties across the country. The Department of Justice has joined a similar challenge to the new Democratic drawn map in California and act in direct response to Texas aiming to flip 5 Republican-held seats. And all they wanted was 5. Dude, 5 is a trouble number. 5 is a trouble number. So with the House Republicans currently holding just a 3-seat majority, they should have left it alone because you were already winning. The 5 seats at the play of Texas could make the difference in who wins control of the House next year. Yeah, not anymore. You think just 5 seats was going to help you win everything? Not anymore. California Democrats launched their redistricting efforts in response to Texas Republicans' an initial version of their plan that will only take in effect if Texas and another state enacts a map. That's not true. They did it anyways because they knew Texas was going to do it anyways. Update yourself. Upgrade yourself. The periodic list. But the final ballot measures passed by California voters contained no such trigger. Whatever. Can y'all just speak straight up English and stop doing adjectives? So the U.S. Judge Jeffrey Brown, who was appointed by Trump in 2019, wrote that the challengers are likely to prove at trial that Texas racially gerrymandered the 2025 map. End quote. Wow, that's Trump's friend. He was like, no, y'all did it. You guilty as fuck and you did it. Damn. Trump like, ain't you supposed to be on my side? MGT and now you too, Brutus. You too, Brutus. You too. Before he died. You too. I thought you at least stay out of it. I thought you would look the other way. The 3-judge panel. Oh, it was 3 judges on your ass. And then one of them was Trump appointed. He up there like, I gotta be careful who I appoint. The 3-judge panel that heard the case split 2-1 with Obama appointee. You got Obama and Trump appointees up there agreeing with each other. Gerrymandering joining Brown. See, I told you. Reagan appointee. Damn, you got Reagan appointees like throwing down on the smackdown. Jerry Smith opposed. Oh, he opposed the decision. The Reagan was the only one who was like, no, I'm gonna stay racist and fuck you. Thanks for the 2 likes. So the radical left is once again trying to, this is a quote, undermine the will of the people. The big beautiful map, bitch, with them nasty words you put together, was entirely legal. No, it wasn't. This is why you going to court. And passed from partisan purposes. No, it did. Y'all didn't even vote for that. Y'all didn't even have the people vote for that. To better represent the political affiliations of Texas, end quote. The AG Kim Paxton. What? Kim Paxton, a Republican. Kim Pax. Can't nobody stand Kim Pax. He up there with Dan Patrick. Like, no, we trying to legalize weed in Texas, but no. And then you know what's crazy? It's the people who don't smoke weed that want to control the people who do smoke weed and that are in pain. And you are want to tell other people about their pain. Bitch, that's called manipulation, you asshole. Like, one thing is, like, it's one thing for you not to not want to smoke weed, but to come over and to stop somebody, especially like someone who might be in chronic pain or someone for whatever reason they're wheelchair bound, to stop somebody and you don't even know how that life is or how they live. You don't live in the home with them. You don't even smell the weed they smoke. Like, that's, you really on another level of controlling. And you know you about to lose 2 years off your life because you stressing your dumb ass out. So USAG Pam Bondi said Tuesday. Is she still saying stuff? We strongly disagree with today's district court ruling on Texas. This happened yesterday. Redistricting map. Texas map was drawn the right way for the right reasons, end quote. It was drawn the wrong way for racist reasons. That was my quote. So, judge criticizes a letter to Trump's DOJ sent to Texas. Oh, y'all, they wrote a letter? Tuesday ruling centers on a letter that Trump's administration sent to Texas in July. Y'all said this in July, in which Hermit Dillon, who was the head of the Civil Rights Division at the DOJ, warned of potential legal action over the state's map because of what it was called unconstitutional. Or districts on non-white, they also want to say non-Anglo, that's their new word these days. They couldn't say non-Neanderthal because they're not Neanderthals. They tried to kill them off too. That's another subject for another day. But anyways, unconstitutional, or districts a non-white majority, but no one single racial group makes up a majority. While Brown calls the DOJ assertion legally incorrect, Texas Governor Abbott, what you got to say, cited that the letter, when he added redistricting to a special session he scheduled for the legislature. Bro, you got to go back to illegally, Abbott, Hot Wheels. You have to go back to illegally smoking your marijuana. Because your friend Trump said it's banned. So you need to do what the fuck he said. You need to bow down. You need to roll back. You need to roll back them prices. You need to bow the fuck over there. You need to cut it. You need to cut it. In doing so, the governor explicitly, we quoting motherfuckers, explicitly directed the legislature to draw a new U.S. It wasn't the government, it was Trump. U.S. map, and it was over your phone, probably on some Signal Gate shit. U.S. map to resolve DOJ's concerns. In other words, the governor explicitly directed the legislature to redistrict maps based on race, end quote, Brown wrote. Bitch, you need to be quiet, because you just got them all guilty with your statement right there. And they typed it, so it's in black and white. We could go back and see that shit in newspaper articles. You should have said that, Brown, be quiet. He just said, look, the governor got a call from Trump. He just said, yes, we're guilty. The governor got a call from Trump, and we've changed the maps based on race. Did you know that you're not supposed to do that? That's called racist. And then when you call them racist, they start crying. Oh, but fuck you, nigger. That's what they do. Oh, I'm so upset. But the black people, why are they successful as they ignore us and keep doing their thing? We tried to kill them, and they multiply. When you gonna leave us alone? When you gonna leave us alone? We ain't gonna leave us alone. What? Someone make a song. We ain't gonna leave us alone. We ain't gonna, we ain't gonna be my friend. For real. And stop being a backstabbing type friend. If you wanna be my friend, why you can't leave me alone? The maps. The map ultimately passed by the. Okay, let me stop acting stupid. The map ultimately passed by the legislator that was signed by Abbott. Yeah, you got your signature all on it, you guilty motherfucker. And 2025 maps achieve. Oh, this is a quote. And one of the racial objectives that the DOJ demanded, Brown wrote. He keep talking, bro. You keep putting yourself further down that fucked up hole. Stop talking. Who's Brown? I don't need to know. Yeah. Oh my god, I couldn't be your friend. I'd be like, you got shut up. You get caught in trouble. We already in trouble. If you get worse. Okay, so more of his quoting. The legislator dismantled and left unrecognizable not only all of the district DOJ identified in a letter, but several other coalition districts around the state. End quote. Why you said the last part? Just to like sound smart. Brown screwed DeLeon's letter in his decision, writing that it's challenging to unpack the DOJ's letter because it contains many factual, legal, and typographic, whatever. That's above my shit. Errors. I don't give a typographical errors. End quote. What? Like they was using slang instead of spelling F-U-C-K, they spelled F-U-K. Who? Okay, I'm confused with Brown. So you're like, it was just racist what they was doing. And then he said their letter, it just sounded stupid as fuck. This is not a formal letter. They texted you the letter. Indeed, even attorneys employed by Texas AG, who professes that the political ally of Trump administration described that the DOJ letter, legally unsound basis, enormous, harm-fisted, and a mess, Brown wrote. It was you just say it's a mess. Even if the state aren't required to draw certain types of districts, such as the coalition districts under federal civil rights law, Brown wrote that they aren't prohibited from doing so. I'm pretty sure they are. The Brown's for them. You said all this crazy fucking shit. You went all around the damn bush. Bitch. He for Trump. He for Trump. He for Trump. He for Trump. And so far, I haven't heard. I was gonna say I haven't heard Abbott say nothing, but let's see. We're not done with the article. Before being appointed to the federal bench. Oh, this is one of them judges. Brown served for. That's why he agrees with everything a fucked up person says. Brown served for nearly 2 decades, 20 years as a state judge. What was y'all doing? Accumulating in 6 years of the Texas Supreme Court and state's highest civil court. I don't give a fuck what your title is and credentials are. If you out here using your credentials and your titles to fuck over the American people, that's not something that people are impressed by. Abbott celebrated Brown's appointment in 2019. Note that the judge had started his career as a law clerk for the governor when he was himself serving on the state Supreme Court. Huh? What? Who used to serve on the Supreme Court? Abbott? Greg Abbott used to serve on Supreme Court? Or was it the other guy? Yeah, he did. Abbott previously served as justice on the Supreme Court before becoming the governor of Texas. So he knows a little bit about Supreme. He was first elected to Supreme Court Justice in 1995 and also held other judicial positions like state district judge. Oh, he was a judge too. So is that why you agree with everything Trump says? And Texas. Oh, see, he was the AG before being elected governor. Oh wow, he was the AG. So he actually did some jobs, y'all. But look, hey man, just cause some people be up there doing them jobs crooked as hell, and they just keep going on up. So Texas Supreme Court Justice. I wonder. I feel like he not really for the people. I feel like Abbott not even really for the white people. I'm gonna get you weed, guys. State District Judge, AG of Texas, and now he's the governor of Texas. Dang, Abbott was doing stuff. He like why are you friends with Trump? You guys know you're not in the same league. He's kind of a coyote and you're a wolf. Why are you friends with him? Well, can you bring the good Republicans back? The ones who smoke weed too. Abbott celebrated. Okay, so Abbott said that he had witnessed firsthand Brown and other nominees' sharp legal minds and commitment to the Constitution and the rule of law. This you ain't committed to the Constitution. You committed to Trump. Like, come on. And Trump's new law. On Tuesday, Abbott ripped Brown ruling without naming the judge. He said it was clearly enormous and under not excuse me, not enormous. What is that word? Not egregious. Whatever. It's clearly fucked up and undermines the authority, I paraphrased, of the U.S. Constitution assigned the Texas legislator by imposing a different map by judicial edict. He called him a dick. He called him a dick. No, he called him a dick. See, Abbott was again. I was wondering where you at, Abbott. They said no more weed in your state. You just gonna roll on with that? I saw you rolling, man. Catch me rolling. Okay, Texas did. Abbott, you sounded like a Democrat. Like you don't give a fuck about the Constitution and you don't give a fuck about the people. Why don't you just say it, man? Come on over to the dark side. I mean, to the blue side. We have THC cookies. Texas Democrat who fought the GOP. What is LED? Oh, GOP-led effort. LED lights. Including by leaving the state delay of the passage of the maps, celebrated Brown's ruling. A federal court just stopped one of the most brazen attempts to steal our democracy that Texas has ever seen. This is Jin Woo, representative who leads the Texas House Democrats. Isn't that the Asian dude? He cool. I like him. They be trying to attack him if I'm thinking of the right person. They're like, stop attacking him. He's just got ancient Chinese secrets. I'm sorry, he's probably not even Chinese. He could be Korean or something. So the national redistricting battle plays out in court. It's already been dismissed, hoes. What are you talking about? That's the first thing we read when we even started this article. They said it was dismissed on Tuesday, bitch. It was dismissed day before yesterday. It's dismissed tomorrow. They're going to have the papers official. The legal wrangling over efforts by Democrats and Republicans. They don't even seem, it just seemed like Republicans at war with themselves across the country to enact rare mid-decade congressional maps will continue to play out in the coming weeks and months. It ain't gonna take that long. They already got it together. I told you it was dismissed. They told you in the letter, I mean, this article before we started, the first sentence, they said shit was dismissed. And we could have ended it there. But besides, listen to all this drama. We just went through the drama for you. Last week, because people don't pay attention unless it's drama. Did you know that? That's how they get you psychologically. Like, how can we make this dramatic? So the DOJ sued officials in California over newly enacted maps meant to give the Golden State an edge next week. Like, you need to pay attention to Texas. Hold on, let's go over there to Cali and sue them. Like, you know, the only people who not bitching about Trump's THC ban, you ain't hear Cali say shit. You ain't hear some states ain't say shit. They continue to smoke. And do their business. A court is set to hear the argument in case of next month. You know that's gonna get thrown out. Like, that's thrown out before it even gets in the court. You wasting the prosecutor's time. You over here got them do work for volunteer. Attorney with the department are arguing that California redistricting maps, those were completely legal. That's why they took their time. which are approved by voters. See, and the voters approved it in early November, was sold as purely partisan effort when in fact the focus was not partisanship by race, which they're trying to which they say would it be impermissible under the U.S. Constitution, end quote. I mean, not end quote, but period. But anyways, I don't know who said that. Whatever. Just because Texas did some shit where they're lying and being sneaky, and then we all saw Cali do their shit up front, their votes up front in the right way, and the citizens voted on it. And so, yeah, that's just going to get thrown out. Like, I think this is what's funny. Is that another victimhood, definition of victimhood, where you're doing wrong and you just want to say, or is that projecting? You just want to say other people are doing what you're doing, but really you're the one who's doing that shit. So don't get mad when that case gets thrown out for Cali, okay? Don't get mad. Because we got some maggots out here that want to call themselves Republicans, and they doing this victimhood stuff, trying to hurt other people. You got hurt in the process. You try to put my hand on the fire, I moved my hand and your hand got thrown on the fire, and now you crying, you want me to help you. No, you gotta help yourself, honey. Perhaps with a nod of likelihood that the Tuesday's action would likely end up before the U.S. Supreme Court. They go to U.S. Supreme Court about everything. You can get around that too. Brown began what Trump get around it. Other people can get around it too. Brown began the panel ruling on Texas map by quoting Chief Justice John Roberts in 2007 opinion, the way to stop this discrimination while you're doing it on a basis of race is to stop discriminating on the basis of race, end quote. He'd be saying a lot of stuff that's just like running around the rosy, pocket full of posy, ashes, everybody fell down because they dead now. Anyways, to date, Republican-drawn maps across the 4 states, including Texas, have targeted a total of 9 Democrat-held seats. 6 of those seats have been held by Black or Latino lawmakers. Okay, so when we call you racist, you need to stop crying about it because you're doing racist things. Your behavior is racist. You acting racist. You are hurting people of marginalized numbers. You're hurting people who are colored. I go ahead and put out all those people in colored. If you non-Anglo-Saxon, you're colored. Asians don't think that they're colored, but you colored. To a racist white boy over here in America, you are out. And then some of them, like where I go do business at with some people, like they're not born here. They're foreigners and they're born from another country. I don't care. But when we talk about this stuff, they're like, it's not me that they're trying to get. It's the ones who come in wrong. Honey, to them, they can't see who comes in right or wrong. You're not from here. You're wrong. Period. Just like how you thought I was Catholic and I'm the wrong denomination, but they all believe in Jesus. Gosh, y'all. It really is annoying. Basically, how I see it is, you don't live life exactly how I live life, so there's something wrong with you, and you're going to hell. Boom. Okay, you finna get ate up. Your soul gonna get ate up by the monster. Remember when they said Satan will eat your soul? Don't even go back to doing that. Because it's more linked to Kemet. Okay. Anyway, I know I got off topic. It's just, I'm from the South, so when they start doing that stuff, I can't help but throw my little dark humor out there. Critics of excuse me. Parline. I'm so Southern. I'm such a human being. What Kim says about Korea workers after he helped that plant get raided. Let me go ahead and swipe that out. I already know what you did, Kim. We know what you did. Last warehouse raid. Last summer. Okay, so the state of the... Where the hell? Critics of the Republican redistricting efforts have argued that the GOP's hunt for a partisan advantage in Congress will improperly dilute the voting power of racial and ethnic minorities. This state of Texas, only 40% white, and white voters only white voters control over 73% of states' congressional seat. The NAACP President Derek Johnson said in a statement, "It's quite obvious that Texas' effort to redistrict mid-decade before next year's midterm elections is racially motivated. The state's intent here to reduce the members of Congress who represent black communities and colored communities, because we got Latino, we got Asian, and so on, and Native. Don't you forget the Indigenous, and that in all itself is unconstitutional." Yeah, end quote. I'm so tired of people trying to get people confused. Thank you for the clear up. It's just racist, period. And stop trying to act like it ain't. And if you want to stop acting like it ain't, stop being racist and stop hurting people who are different from you. If you can't accept it, look the other way and leave them alone. I mean, y'all like all racist right towns. Y'all all white towns, y'all sundown towns. Some people really don't understand what a sundown town is, and I'm in the South. I was talking about it with some people at work. Some people are older than me. And they're like, no, a sundown town is like when they have to chase you out. That's the same thing as an all-white racist town. You think after a while they're not going to look at you and get mad and want to start chasing you out? That's a sundown town. I guess because I've actually been through sundown towns, because I work and I have to drive while I work. Well, my work is drive, but I guess because I've actually been through that shit and seen it up north, down south, everywhere, west, globally. Like, I've seen it. They've tried to harass me. I had to have them talk to a white lawyer playing with you. And I don't understand how the white people do it. I can't do it like them. They just curse each other out and then they got it going. They get back on the phone with me. Yeah, you don't have to get a ticket this time. I'm like, whatever, thank you. I'm gonna have to put you on a video just in case you get mad at you and want to shoot me. Here I go eating the parlays again. Oh my god, y'all. Praline. Some people call it praline. Praline. We be in the South, can't even say our own words right. So Texas ruling points one of the remaining legal tools available to the group challenging redistricting efforts. Stop being racist. While the Supreme Court ruled in a 2019 case that partisan gerrymandering could no longer be challenged in federal court, the opinion left open to the possibility of challenging racial gerrymanders, including those who violate 1965 Voting Rights Act, our crowning achievement of the civil rights era. Civil rights groups say that the law has reduced racial discrimination and expanded the number of minority lawmakers, not only in Congress, but also the state legislature and even school boards. But the ability to bring those suits is now under threat because of the pending case from Louisiana and litigation of Louisiana versus Calais. A group of white voters claim that the state violated the Constitution by drawing a second black, though if that's the people who are residing there, that's why they're making these changes. In other words, they argue that the 14th Amendment shouldn't allow states to consider race when attempting to fix discrimination. Oh my god, man. If you sit up there and listen to some of their shit, you will get confused and you'll start being racist. Because you got confused. The court 6-3 conservative majority signaled deep reservation with the Louisiana's new congressional map. When they did this in North Carolina too. So when the court heard oral arguments in the case in October, but it was far less clear whether the court would strike down the key provision for the Voting Right Act entirely or seek to modify it instead. Just 2 years ago, the High Court rejected similar claims raised by Alabama. We know all the southern states trying to do some racist shit. In that same case, a majority of the court ordered Alabama's officials to redraw the state's congressional map to allow additional black majority districts. What's up, Alabama? What's up? They said we need to allow the coloreds. I call anyone who's not white is colored. It's just easier for me. They did that in the past too. Plus, going up my bloodline and my ancestors on their birth certificates said colored, so I guess that's why I just realized it's easier for me to call everybody colored. A decision in Louisiana case is expected next year. Damn, Daniel. So the federal judge is going to stop California's gerrymandering redistricting map too? Nope. You wish. Blue wave. Surf the wave. You'll be all right. But you know, like my elders said, yeah, this happens like every year, and next go around it'll be a red wave, and then next one it'll be a blue. But you know, this is the biggest blue wave that we've had. Don't think so, buddy. Bitch, that don't even look right. It look like Fanta. Look like cherry Fanta. I don't want to drink because that's algae out there. Maggoty. Cry your Bud Light lime. Yeah, that might be our next president, you guys. Y'all been paying attention? What the fuck? Wait, y'all are so stupid. Even though, Democrats don't really we don't like CNN either. But communists, do you know what communist means? Because why are you calling Democrats communists when none of their policies even sound communist? Communist means that we have to share all our money. If anything, the Republicans are communists. They want black people to share labor instead of them share their labor. Supposed to share it back. Share. Like, it's so stupid. Are we gonna call them out on this dumb shit? Why are you calling somebody communist when they don't have any communist views? I don't understand what that means. Hate baiters? I don't understand. What, race baiters? And people who incite people to fight baiters? Yeah. You should not be liking that neither. But, and then this red stuff. But anyways, why are you... It's just so stupid. The communists, I just laugh when they call me a communist. I just fucking laugh because it's like, I don't think they define it first. I don't think they Googled the definition of communist is. They're the ones who want to do that China shit. And not the nice technical China shit. Let's get specific, Bob. What's good for the goose? You're crazy. Let's go to the next one. This was not photoshopped at all. There was no photoshopping in that last meme I showed you. Yeah, this is a perfect depiction of the Supreme Court right now. Autocracy. On our way to autocracy. Look at Terrence Clemens right there in the front. We are on our way to an autocracy. Oligarchy, if you will, with this man. We're actually not on our way. That's just what he would like to do. The people have to go along with you, whether they're being manipulated, they agree with it, or they don't know what's going on. You really need... If the people are against it, that's not going to work well for you. What? Who is this? Is that Stephen Miller? I don't... Is this the fall of America? I haven't been using ketchup that much lately. It's got sodium in it, which I should use it. Is this an attempt to undo after realizing the blue wave from the other week may make this backfire on them? That is correct. Where do you find that shit? I like that. I like that meme. That's a good one. Okay, anyways, let's go to the next article I want to look over. Let me go heat up my RSO. All right, so an ICE agent got arrested for pulling a gun on a California teen. You know that had to be a white teen. What? I mean, they pull the backs on of black teens, black adults, kids. They pull guns like when we turn our back, they pull a gun and shoot their ass. They be trying to shoot us. One try to break my fucking arm. That's when I learned to start getting lawyers. What is ICE function? ICE is supposed to be at the jail. They're not supposed to be running around like how they are now. Or yeah, they're supposed to prevent terrorism and stuff, but like, they're not supposed to be running around how they are right now. Basically, I already know how this goes. If y'all got arrested, you would know too. When you go to the jail, the police arrest you. And when you go to the jail, if there's anything going on with your immigration status, they take you over to ICE. But you had to have done something serious. No U.S. citizen gets taken over to ICE. If you're fucking indigenous, whether you got papers or not, they're not taking you over to ICE. They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to be running around killing people and shit. Just because Christy Nome got on the fucking team. ICE agent arrested for pulling a gun on California teen, lawyer says. What? Stop doing that. Alright, Riverside County. Let me pause the video. I'm finna heat up my RSO and I gotta make myself some more coffee. If you guys want to go to these articles that I'm reading, wait when the live is over, about an hour after, and I will put the articles down below in the description of the video. Okay. Let's migrate to the laboratory, which is just a cute way of me to say the kitchen. Oh, shit. Oh, thanks for the likes. Okay, this is what I was talking about. This is making me mad. That I have to do all this. So here's the boiler. Here's the... You probably can't see that. It's fine. Here's the RSO. Go ahead and take the cap off. Throw it in there. I need some more water. I'll let that come to a boil, and while I'm doing that, let's get some coffee together. Coffee and chocolate. Help get rid of the taste, but you still have like the residue on your teeth. Okay, so I like to push it down. But another thing, another good food to chase your RSO with, make sure you eat before you do it, is chocolate milkshakes. So I like to push it down because that just makes everything work quicker. You don't have to keep this in here longer than 5 minutes. So I might as well do it here in the kitchen. Is it going to push out easily? It's going much easier. It still needs to sit. It was solid as a rock. I shouldn't have to do all this. Fucking RSO cultivators. I should not have to do all this extra science. I feel like crying. That's why you guys smoke. Your THC, why you do this, why you get your high power THC together. Solid as a rock. Ooh, this is what the heroin addicts be trying to get. It's not my coffee, my coffee. Ooh, my coffee. It's liquid gold. I feel like I Latino right now. Okay, shit, ready? Okay, I smell stuff. I don't even like getting water up in my stuff, man. It's okay, though. While we were talking about you can only have 3% THC and some shit, they can't even test it, so shut up. Wait till you can test some stuff. Wait till you can test what's in the substance of this stuff, and then start saying that stuff. They can't even test it. You need 3%. If you get in trouble, we won't be able to test it, so we gotta throw it out in the law court. Ha 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 ha. You can't see that. Don't worry about it. Okay. At least it's finally going. See? 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 Coffee right after. I don't need to show you like I'm at the psych ward. You doing your RSO? Yeah. Meanwhile, it's in their pocket. Stop forcing people to take y'all crazy chemical shit like that. Let them go in their room and chill. They should have that on. But hey, never mind. I'm not a psychiatric nurse right now. See, if I gotta do this with your RSO, you gotta be doing too much. Why y'all try to be cute and put it in these syringes? Just put it in a freaking vitamin. On top of it, I wouldn't have to taste your nasty butane extracts. Cause mine don't taste like that. How come mine don't taste like yours? Yours tastes like it got fire on mine. Mine do taste fiery though. But I don't know. It's a different type of fire. Oh, cause well, mine's is a capsule. So like when it goes in your stomach, it disperses. That's why I tell people to eat. Cause say if you burp or whatever, it'll taste like your last supper, but it will also taste a little bit like marijuana. So that's why I tell people to end like fire. I be feeling like I'm burping up fire like a dragon. That's why I tell people eat something before you take the RSO. But this is some light stuff. You can't even take it off the fire for like 5 minutes. Let's see if it's having a hard time coming out. RSO. RSO. Oh shit. What was that? That was water. Now it's getting solid like a rock. Solid as a rock. ICE agent arrested for pulling a gun on a California teen. They all need to get arrested for that. They really need to stop doing what they're doing to the children. This whole point of your ass having a job. You're supposed to be protecting folks. Having a job that you got. Not hurting folks, saying that you protect them, but really you hurting them. Alright. Let's see. And then another thing is, I don't like this, you know, this whole waste. If you guys can see that, I don't like that. I'm so against. These are food syringes, and I'm so against. Ooh, people putting their RSO in the food syringe. Oh my god. Dang it, that has to go to the homies. I don't like the syringe. Messy. I feel like I'm like giving meds to my cat. Oh my god, it all didn't even come out. I gotta throw it back in there. Oh, crazy. Well, I wouldn't have known if I didn't try your RSO. It's not the company I'm against. It's the fashion. Everybody wants to put it in a syringe I'm against. It's really not easy to get your substance. Don't drop it on the counter. If you do, you're going to have to use extremely boiling water to get it off. Well, I know they cultivated it right because I can see the color is a very dark green. So I know they cooked off their alcohol, or when they extracted it, they cooked things off like toxins, right? You can tell by the color, it's either going to be a nice amber or a dark green. And because people don't know what this is, they're like, she's saying heaven. It's marijuana. It's marijuana. That's what the heroin addicts are trying to get. It's RSO, Rick Simpson Oil. Rick Simpson Oil. Ricky? Ricky. You're gonna see a lot of marijuana, pro marijuana folks. You're gonna see them they gonna name their children Ricky and Mary. You're gonna see that happen. And Jane. And probably June. Junetune. Like, what is June? Nothing. I just decided to add June. Okay. Turn the fire off. I think I'm done with this. Fire in a tube. Y'all got you feeling like a cat. I don't like this. You gonna keep that much in there? Come out. Y'all don't even need to get capsules. Y'all can just like roll them up in little balls, let them harden up. There you go. When I'm talking to the RSO cultivators, I didn't even think of that. I know, because I'm a problem solver. Got a problem, I solve it. Come on, man. I want to get this last bit out. No wonder the Mexican, he told me I don't like the syringe because he said you can't get it all out. I don't know how he used the microwave. He must use a microwave for everything. I had to boil my stuff. Does it not come all the way out? Y'all making me mad. I had to do this. Does it not come out no more? Yeah, I see the stopper on the syringe. I'm about to break it. You gotta open it up and get inside. Man, you for a consumer? This is pissing your consumers off. What in the world? What in the world is that? I think that's something in the food syringe. I don't think that's the RSO. There must be something in the food syringe. I'm finna let it go. I'm done playing with this thing. Oh my god, it was work on my day off. That shit was solid as a rock. And then rubbery as a rubber band. Alright, let's go dispose of this. And the hazmat trash can. My trash can. Dude, what a waste. Look at all that RSO. What a waste. Why do y'all do that? Y'all want the consumers to see that they wasted something in their face? Okay, let's get out the laboratory and let's travel back upstairs. Kitchen science. Do. Science. It ain't activated yet, don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna pause and we'll get back to the article about this ICE agent. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, guys. So like, give it about an hour when I end the live. And I will have, if you guys want to go and read these links for yourself, I will have them in the description of the video. Let's get on with this. Oh, I think RSO got stuck in my tooth. Why am I showing you? Well, I was trying to see it. I taste it. Coffee ain't good enough. I think what I like the best is a large or extra large, whatever the biggest you could get it, chocolate milkshake. And honestly, y'all need to start getting your RSO. I'm never gonna do that again. I'm not even, when people said you should put your RSO in a syringe, I'm not even gonna listen to y'all inexperienced asses. I'm gonna put my shit in a capsule. I actually feel like taking a capsule right now just because that last syringe was so difficult. I had to go in the kitchen. You got to eat it off the fire, bitch. And another thing is, this is making sure the consumer would like this because they feel like they're getting their money's worth. I'm not wasting anything. Like you saw the amount in that syringe that I'm throwing away. Oh, is this, yeah, I threw it away already. But nobody's wasting it. It goes in your tummy. Eat a meal before. I think I might be putting too much in here though. Because it's probably more, but it's about like 30,000 milligrams of THC. So I think I tell people once you have taken one or two, no more than two, I tell them you cannot drive for 2 days. Yes, I'm just not going to drive for 2 days. Even though I did this other stuff that's like way weaker than mine. This is probably like 2% or something of mine. I think this is 0.3. It's 0.3 of an ounce. 1 gram. In the syringe it's 1 gram. But it's supposed to be 1,000 milligrams. So, man, one brownie of mine is 1,000 milligrams or more. I'm ready to get back into baking. And you know when you do your RSO, you gotta smoke your flour. Is it going? Yeah, it is. Cool. So thanks for being here with me, guys. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the people who subscribe. Let's get on with this article. This is Wake and Bake Morning. As we update ourselves with what's going on out here in the world, I read from Newsbreak. That's one of my favorite news apps right now. ICE agent arrested for pulling gun on California teen, lawyer says. So forgive me if I start getting loopy or funny. That's some of the symptoms and effects of RSO, and that's me with being the safety of my home. I am not at work, I am at home. Hence the PJs. Riverside County, California. And I start to slow down, which is a good thing, not a bad thing, because I go so fucking fast. People don't even see me. I move like a flash. 45-year-old California man who reportedly works at the U.S. Immigration with ICE, just say ICE, man, agent is accused of illegally detaining a minor at gunpoint while off duty last week. See, that's what's your fucking problem. You're controlling ass. So controlling. What kind of nails is that? With the shoes and the shoestrings? It's cute. You don't know if I put on my nails. November 10th incident. Oh, this was just 9 days ago. According to the Riverside County Sheriff Department, okay, I'm starting to see brighter. How long was that? Like maybe 20-minute activation with the RSO? Played out around 10:30 p.m. outside a home in Temecula, California. Yeah, I still say shit with my old tongue. Lawyer Greg Kirosason, who represented the boy and his father, told Nexstar KTLA that the 17-year-old was driving home after dropping a friend off down the street, and he saw us. And when he saw the suspect, identified by investigator as Gerardo, excuse me. Well, that's with the English accent. Pointing a gun at his vehicle and demanding he pull over. What the fuck? Yeah, that's like, if dude, y'all gotta stop doing that. And I don't understand how y'all are doing that in like Bay Area and shit, not getting your ass shot. Are they in Bay Area? I don't know. They in Bay Area doing this shit, man. But yeah, so ICE is in ATL right now, but it's like secret right now. You know, they haven't like unleashed upon people's asses right now. But people in Atlanta, everyone around the nation thinks that we're so nice. But I'm from here. People down here fight. So I can just imagine, I'm like, if someone's driving, especially here in the city I'm from, and you pull a gun on them, you're gonna get a gun pulled back, or you can get your ass ran over. Talking about pull over, you're not gonna be able to say that. People in my city, I started to do a video, but I didn't want it, like, I don't want to do mass hysteria. But I started. I guess I could do it on this, actually. But people in my city are getting on the highway and doing drive-by shootings on the highway. Like, they're shooting people on the highway. There's been 3 deaths that I know of. I know there's more, where people are driving and truckers are driving, and thankfully, and they get shot while they're driving. And thankfully, these people don't get in worse wrecks as they're dead at the wheel. They somehow pull over nicely, and the car stops and everything nicely. It's crazy. It's got, some people would say it's got to be a spirit or a miracle. It's already messed up that people are driving on the highway shooting random people. Like, you're not even mad at that person. But yeah, that's why it's very wild, wild west here in ATL. So y'all, they're practicing. We said that in ATL. They're practicing before they come here trying to fight us. And yeah, no, there's some ice here, but it's not like how it's going down in Cali right now and everything. I guess because Trump is friends with Kim. Backstabbing friends? That's not no real friend. That don't make me feel safe. Just because that's your friend. That's crazy. This dude driving up. Who's that? Is that the dude? Is that the ICE agent? See, you would one of the videos where I said ICE needs to deport themselves. Majority of ICE is they're not even U.S. citizens. And then there's people hollering, they're doing their job. Bitch, they don't even know what their job is. They're not even U.S. citizens. Some of the people that they're hiring for ICE are not U.S. citizens. And then they're forcing some cops to go over to ICE and quit their jobs and forget about their ranks that they're doing, whatever precinct that they were at. And they're forcing some cops to join ICE. I wonder if they're really giving people the sign-on bonus. It's supposed to be like 50,000. I would need to get that up front because I don't trust y'all. I would need to get that up front, icy people. Ain't nobody trusting y'all. People who want to go get that job, they think that they're just going to be able to beat people's ass and get paid for it like that easily, like how I just said it. Nah, it's not going to be like that. You were born in the wrong time period. Way wrong time period. So, in the moment, I think he was just scared for his life. Oh my God. One cop said this to me. It pisses me off when people just say that they're scared for their life. And I said to that cop, but you're the one who has a gun on your belt. And what this was for was, it was at Amazon VGA1. I don't even care about saying what happened because they're the ones who fucking fuck people over. The security guard pulled the cage out my hands, saying that I had a fake account, couldn't prove that. How I got a fake, and then they pulled my ID. So how I got a fake account and all this shit when you were able to, and they deactivated me. And how all this started, they called the cops saying that I had a gun. Up at that warehouse, cops didn't find no gun on me, and the cop asked me, where's the gun? I said, it's on your belt. And then they were like, why are you calling your lawyer? Why this, why that? I told them, I don't feel safe with y'all up here like this. I'm supposed to be at work, trying to get my load, trying to get my stuff and go. I don't feel safe with y'all up here doing this. And I remember the cop said, oh, I just hate it when people say, this white bald guy, I just hate it. Gwinnett County, I just hate it when people say that they fear their life. Why you hate it? Because a lot of people fear their life around your loose cannon ass? Why you hate it? Because it's true? And you make it true? Why do you hate that some people don't like being around you because you're supposed to serve and protect the community and you actually fucking don't? That's what you fucking hate. That you're a damn hypocrite. I just kept saying, look, hold on. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I know my lawyer will pick up in a minute. You just talk to the lawyer, okay? You talk to the lawyer. When he pick up, you talk to the lawyer. And of course, they dropped it. They took my ID and they gave it to the manager and they deactivated me. And when I called Amazon, like, dude, that's wrongful. They were just like, we did it because you're mean. And what are you? Nice? You're not nice. You're mean too. You're meaner. You wrongfully terminated me from my position. It's okay, because, I mean, you can work with other ways within the company. And I don't even give a fuck about that bad company. Talk about you mean. Yeah, because I said, y'all broke acting like this. And they looked at me. It was like I had just told a whole life secret. In the moment, I think that he was just scared for his life. He had a gun pulled on him. And, okay, no, like, so let me reiterate what I was talking about. I don't like it when cops say that and they have a gun on their belt. And they're saying that they're afraid of their life when they have someone in front of them who's not armed. And most of those people just want to go home. But yeah, I can understand this young man being scared. You have someone who's like these ICE agents who are unmarked. You have no uniform. You have no car. You don't understand that you're working for a broke ass company and you showing up to people with a gun. You look like a marauder. In my city, you're a damn marauder. They don't give a fuck what your title is. In my city. In Atlanta, all we care about is how you treating people. So you using that title to mistreat people, bitch, you get your ass ran over and you can lose your job. Ha! But like usually, I've only heard one girl say it's stupid lately, but usually when people are saying it, it's because this person and the way they're behaving can actually lose their job. He had a gun pulled on him and he was told to immediately stop or else. Kuros, that's the lawyer, ain't it? Explained, referring to the teen. Then the same person came up to his driver's side door and pulled him out at gunpoint. Dude, that's crazy. You know you killing people because a lot of people don't see, and that's not the way that y'all watch too many episodes of Cops and you don't actually get arrested or actually live the life of having to deal with law enforcement or work in a field where you have to deal with law enforcement all the time or deal with DOT or deal with anything. But a lot of people think that cops just go around beating people up in America. No, those are the worst case scenarios. And unfortunately, there's a lot of those that are shown on YouTube and TV and stuff. But most cases do not go like that. Usually the person's gone or with a warning, a verbal warning or a ticket. These are supposed to be rare, but they're starting to be more often where people are losing their lives because a cop wants to come talk to them or say, I'm just trying to make sure you're safe. And now your ass ain't safe. Like that lady, oh my God. The craziest story, I could have did a video on it, but it's okay. Some stories I don't want to show, but I like that some people do spread that person's story. Y'all probably didn't even see this. It was here in my state in Georgia. Two cops came into a black woman's home. They're both white. And he shot her dead in her home, and all she had was a pot to protect her from a bullet because she said to the cop, I rebuke you. And some of these people say they're Christian, but they're scared as fuck of Christian terminology, and so he shot her. Bitch, your ass need to go ahead and sit under the jail. Why you shoot her just because she was highly religious? Damn. And then don't y'all remember with your indoctrination of colored people, that's what the fuck you wanted black people to say and colored people to say. Things like that. So anyways, let's get back to this article. In the footage of the incident obtained by KTO Wilder's footage, y'all could probably find it on YouTube if the lawyer hasn't hidden it for the case. The 45-year-old is seen pulling a gun from his waistband as he walks up the street, pointing at the teen's truck and demanding that he stop the vehicle while brandishing his badge. Freeze, police. You're not police though. You're an agent. You're ICE. You're not the police. Rodriguez shouts, put the car in fucking park. Okay, they need to get in trouble for cursing at people. Like, y'all really have to motherfucking stop. They think they're executioners. ICE and police, they think that their job is to execute people. Put the car in fucking park. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Are you aware that you're talking to another human being and some of these people are older than you? Some of these people are agents too. Some of these people are lawyers. Some of these people have important jobs. Some of these people may not be important, but they can stick their foot up your ass. They probably been chewed out and spit out by the system one too many times for you to keep tricking them. Okay, that's why we got a mugshot of your ass, Rodriguez. And y'all need to keep this shit up. People like this dude put the car in fucking park. No, you watch your fucking mouth. When y'all give demands to people, like when I, for example, when I was a expediter at the kitchen. If I said to somebody, if I said, Kim, let me get that fucking plate right now, I'm pretty sure she'd hit me with the plate. I would have to say that even when it was high, when high volume, we were on high alert, we were very busy, we were slammed, people in the weeds, people want to leave, people crying in the corner. Even when it's busy and stressful, I still had to say, Kim, can you hand me that plate right there, that third plate? What? You know what I don't understand about cops? This is what I really know. This is what goes off in my mind. And now these new Nazi cops, ICE agents, and ICE is not supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be sitting at the jail waiting on people to come to you. But when they start talking like that, like someone, the person's not even being disrespectful for you to respond back to them like that, you right off the bat are being disrespectful. And this is what I don't understand. You're about to ruin someone's fucking life. You're about to ruin their life. Like, they may have to go to jail. Some people may not be able to bond out. They stay in there for years longer than they need to. They're waiting to court. Sit around, don't get there. Like, you're about to ruin somebody's life. The least bit that you could do is stop cursing at them. Like, put the car in fucking park. Get out the car. Turn it off. Get out. You're speeding in a fucking neighborhood. Come over here. Sit down. Get your ass down. Do you have a driver's license? Bitch. See, this is why people be responding to y'all in the manner that they do. I really feel like y'all be disrespectful to people first. It needs to be a law, or it needs to be a damn law, that if a cop talks to you that's disrespectful, your case gets thrown out. Because right off the bat, you can't even control your own fucking mouth. I can talk like this over here. I'm not a cop arresting you, about to ruin your life and give you some tickets, or throw you in jail or prison, or kill you and get paid leave. I want another cup of coffee. They need to stop talking like that. And we as the people need to demand them. Look, dude, you're arresting people. You're already doing enough. That's your goal, is to arrest people. The last thing that they should be able to do is talk to people like, fuck you fucking bitch, you fuck this, fuck that. You're speeding in a fucking neighborhood. You can say you're speeding in a neighborhood. They gotta do some language classes. Do not say, this is where, like, if I'm working in a restaurant or a kitchen, this is different. I don't have to worry about a rapport that I need to keep up with people. You guys need to worry about a rapport. Whether you think that this person, and this is, you looking at people like they're inferior. So you think that you can talk to these people like they're rats. That's one thing I really do not agree with. One cop tried to talk to me like that. I told him, you need to watch your mouth. You know what? Go ahead. No, go ahead and talk to a lawyer. Go ahead and talk. One lawyer told me to do that, and he was right. He said, as soon as the blue lights come on, you guys need to call around and retain a lawyer and get a relationship with a lawyer, especially if you guys have a job where you are on the road a lot. You guys need to get in a good relationship with some type of traffic lawyer, because you will be going into court getting tickets dismissed, reduced, and taken care of, and making sure that doesn't reflect on your license, so that you can continue to work and you can continue to get whatever licenses that you need for your equipment that you need at these jobs. But if they're over here mad at me for cursing in the warehouse, why the fuck is nobody mad at these cops and these ICE agents going around cursing people out with guns in their faces? Like, the least bit you can do is talk to me with some manners. You're over here trying to ruin my life. See, they really are. We're going to go back. Y'all are some slave catchers. They trying to put you in convict labor so you can go work for free or for 12 cents an hour on that chain gang. Work release. The 45-year-old who is known to the residents on the street as an ICE agent. Oh, wow. And the neighborhood knows you. And also reportedly told the boy who worked for ICE then began interrogating the Mexican American teen, which he's like completely allowed to be within his own land. He's Native American. He might be 100%. Yes, the Latinos, the Mexicans, the South Americans, in South America are Native American as well. In Canada, in Middle America, and South America, they're Native American. Actually, there's indigenous people worldwide. Like in Australia, they have indigenous people. There's indigenous people worldwide. Even in Europe, just because you got all them white people over there, there's indigenous people over there worldwide. We're not talking about Neanderthals, different subject for another day. So, asking him who he was, where he's from, and demanding documentation. Yo, if they sound like me and they got an American accent, leave that alone. Eventually drawing the attention to others who live in the street. Thank God. You need like the whole neighborhood to save people from these crazy I are not even American citizens, majority of them. Like 98%, 75%, some high ass number percent. Responding deputies turned the investigation over to RCSD Investigation Bureau, who contacted Rodriguez later the same night, arrested him, and conducted a search of his home. Yeah, he could be raping people with that, with him abusing power like that. Where evidence related to the investigation was collected, told you, the department said in a new release. Yeah, they got shit on you just from this very case, this very situation. Wow, what a sick ass. Y'all hiring sick people for these jobs where people are supposed to be protected. Mm. And then the saddest part is, with these European teachings, we're witnessing a Latino on a Latino. Come on, man. Like, you turned your back on La Raza, like they say. And let me go ahead and explain for some of these people out here who don't speak Spanish. A lot of people are confused because of TikTok right now. I said La Raza. I did not say mejor la raza. If you say mejor la raza, if you hear people say that, that means bettering the race, and that means that they want to erase the black people from their race, the black stain, as they say, that they want everyone to be white. But la raza is talking about the race, Latinos having respect for your own people. So that's what I'm trying to say. This is crazy that it's Latino on Latino. But yeah, I live over here in Little Mexico in ATL, and I know there are some. I just went to work with one guy who is Latino. He don't like other Latinos. Some of them don't like Mexicans. Some of them don't like Cubans, and one guy was Puerto Rican. It blew my mind. I'm like, dude, they're the island right next over. Some Dominicans don't like Haitians, and it's the same island. It's just that the French took over one part and invaded one part, and the Spanish invaded the other part of the island. Like, if anything, the natives of the island and the black people need to be together, but it's Dominicans who don't like Haitians because white people don't like Haitians, and so some people feel they should follow the example of white people, European people. But don't do that. Don't follow the example of the racist ones. I think right now a lot of Mexican Americans, whether they are in a situation like this or not, who are angry and upset and scared, it's people who not even Mexican. You got black people. I don't though. I be talking to the Asians where I live in my community because over here in North Atlanta we have Koreatown. I don't understand why the Asians are not pissed because most of them are not from here. They were born in another country and they moved over here. And they're like, but I got my citizenship right. Yo, to a racist person, none of y'all are right. Like, they don't even pay attention to their own ancestors that invaded wrongfully. What are you talking about? And they ancestors that got to come over, but yours don't. The fuck? Like, I don't understand why Asians are not mad, especially with the raid that happened in my state and how they are trying to attack Muslims, trying to attack Asians. Muslims are mad too. Everybody's mad. If you attack one community that's colored, you're going to attack them all. And then you're going to turn around and attack yourself. Just some attackers. And just really came close to home for them. This is what the lawyer said. And when they asked Kirkuson, Is he Asian or European? Because that kind of sounds like Slavic. But said when asked how the family was doing after the hearing ordeal, how are they doing? I hope they're okay. The LA-based civil rights attorney added that he believed that the 45-year-old has become emboldened by what he does see other ICE agents doing on a day-to-day basis. I agree. Yeah. No, I agree because people follow example, whether it's good or bad. People are going to follow that example. So if they're looking out there and they see a bad example, they think this is okay. They think they're supposed to do it. They're going to follow it, regardless of what their elders had taught them and their parents had taught them and their schools had taught them about they were growing up. Their schools taught them, don't be fucking doing that shit. It's gonna come back in your ass. You're gonna have to pay later. But they like, but right now, I see them beating ass. I'm a beat ass too. We really have to be careful of the example that we give of the people out here. Oh, let me put my phone on the charger. Try to act in the best way that y'all want to act, you guys. Cause this all-seeing eye. It's always someone watching. It's gotten so bad where he thinks that he can turn on his own block into his personal ICE checkpoint. Look, I told you, Latinos do not like that. And natives don't like it neither. But Latinos really don't like it, and they don't like people who convince their own people to go against them. Black people don't like it. Indigenous people don't like it. Natives. I don't know if Asians like that or not. I don't know too much. I'm still learning more about their culture, but I feel like we need to be madder than we are. Like you convincing people to turn on their own people. If with Christianity too, rather than teaching people to love a religion, you convincing people to hurt people in the name of Jesus. Like this is pissing people off as we got people waking up. I don't know how much worse the situation is going to get. Honestly, this kid could have been shot. Man, that really, I feel like of all the cultures who hate it the most is black people and Latino people. They do not, and indigenous people. They do not like people teaching their community to turn against their own community, to turn against themselves, to turn against their family, their bloodline, their ancestors, to turn against each other. Once they realize what's happening, oh, you are going to be in a world of headache, heartache. You're gonna be upset that you tried to trick those people. You are gonna be upset when that sleeping giant, when you, they are gonna be pissed when they realize that you turn La Raza against La Raza. Oh hell no! First they got it. First right now everybody trying to get they people mind right, and yeah. What one thing, don't turn La Raza against La Raza. You turn your head the other way and leave them the fuck alone. Because they already have issues in their own community that they would like to fix and get together. Just like us dark skinned people, just like us black people, just like especially us dark skinned natives, we have things within our community. We're trying to get our community right, We're trying to get our brains right. Well, I don't need you coming up in here telling me what the fuck you think it is and you don't know. Road rage incident. Okay. The incident comes after several others in which the federal law enforcement agents have pulled their firearms on citizens. November 9th, a video captured with an ICE officer pointing his gun at a woman behind him in an intersection in Santa Ana, California, witnessed by Fulton police officer returned from the Santa Ana jail facility who refused to get involved if no crime had been committed. Yep, that's what y'all need to do. I would not get involved if there's no crime committed and start getting my butt in trouble and start losing my job and start, God help us all. Oh, you'll be all right. But what was I saying? Yeah, I wouldn't join you doing wrong. No, you can do that by yourself. If any of y'all have a brain, don't join these people in doing wrong. Don't join these people in doing wrong. Federal officer later claimed that the woman was following the agent. Psh, no, she was. You was following him. I mean, I'm sure the agent was following the woman. And I bet you there's going to be videos later that will surface of that. What woman follows a man? Shut up. Don't even fucking lie to me. She's following me for money. Shut your ass up.
She was following me.
Well, are you sure she was following you because you were an agent? She had her phone out and she was doing cop watch.
She was following me.
She was probably walking and y'all was going the same direction. I don't believe it. I bet it just sounds insidious and sinister. So October 30th. How long has it been that this RSO is kicked in? Let's see. About an hour. Figured it'd be stronger. So October 30th, a 24-year-old Ontario man was shot by a federal agent. What the fuck? Was he shot in Canada? They going to Canada to shoot people. Canada gonna get our asses. Where was he shot? He was Canadian, bro. Who was reportedly trying to notify officers involved in an ICE operation that there were children across the street. They gonna kill you in front of the kids. Welcome to America. Federal officials claim that the agent fired defensive shots while fearing the 24-year-old was attempting to run over officers. Yo, but there's videos out of this white boy. I think it was in Pennsylvania. This white boy backed his car, his Mercedes, up into a cop. The cop could have shot him, didn't let him go. And then the white boy drove his car head on into another car. Like he was trying to kill cops. They pulled the guy out fine. No, they did not use any gun to the head. And when the white boy got out the car, he said to the officers when they tried to talk to him, he said, "Put me in your car, I'm gonna kill you." And they put him in the car. So when it's their other white boys, it's they treat them the white boy could be trying to kill the officer and they treat them with respect. They treat them like they're afraid of them, even if it's a light-skinned Latino. In my own life experience, one of my friends had a gun and the cop showed up and he said, I think the cop was afraid of me because he said that he was supposed to, I think said he was supposed to take the gun but he didn't, and he just put it on the seat or some shit like that and left them alone. So, after the latest incident, Rodriguez was booked in Byrd Detention Center with on allegations of assault with a deadly weapon, child endangerment, and assault by a public officer. Yeah, you notice how they booking this colored man with charges real quick. But the white officers, they want to let him go with paid leave. It's harder to get them when they break the law. That's why an officer that's colored, native, because we're starting to get those, black, Latino, y'all definitely cannot be doing wrong, because if you do wrong, they're going to make a horrible example out of you. Jail record shows that they're not going to treat you like Trump and try to help you get off of heinous crimes. Jail records show that he posted bond and was released the same night. Dude, and y'all let him go the same night? That's crazy. Now, for me, I'd be having like simple marijuana charges or speeding charges, and sometimes they won't let me post bond. Or I can post bond and they still won't release me. But this dude, yeah, if you're a murderer, they let your ass go the same night and you can bond out. KTLA has reached out the Department of Home Security and ICE for a comment and is awaiting a response. They couldn't respond right now because the sun came up and they had to go in their little coffins for the moment. Neither the juvenile nor, how old was he for saying that he was, well, they said teen. So neither the juvenile nor his parents were publicly identified by authorities. I don't think I want to go through it because it's going to be a lot of insensitive people who are just racist. Like, well, that's what he gets, and he shouldn't be in the country illegally, and he's not in the country illegally. He sounds like he was born here, like a lot of y'all, like a lot of y'all, like a lot of y'all, like a lot, like a lot, like a lot, like. I'm gonna go play video games. I could work on my stuff. I think I might go work on my stuff. Well, that's my first screencasting. Thanks for the people who joined. Thanks for the likes and the subscribers to the channel. Oh, TikTok paid me. I just let it build up. Trump calls reporter Piggy when asked about Epstein emails. I don't understand that. Why are they calling everybody fat? Because Trump's fat. Anyways, I like the screencasting. That was my first time doing it. It's cute. You can see my screen. And then, like, keep in mind, they can see every fucking thing. I really don't like CBD either because when you're done smoking it, it leaves a residue on your teeth too. They're gonna come out with studies about how THC is better than CBD. I'm already giving you some of the studies. Well, I've got other projects to work on. Let me go ahead and put the links in the description of this video. Give me an hour to do that. And you guys can read these articles later on your own if you want to. Thank y'all for being here and smoke one.